We welcome the faculty and as they take their seats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask the students to also come closer and take their seats. Could we play the music again? What a privilege that is, to be able to see the students and the faculty walking through to take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Pastor Darian and his wife, Angelique Cowie, to join me on stage right now. If they could just come. They run the church in River Uitenhage. The church there is part of their baby, and they are having, and have had a lot of hard work behind the scenes to be able to get their students ready for graduation today. So would you put your hands together? Now, Pastor Darian, before we get into everything else, the last 2 years, and I think every one of us knows, has not been fun. Lockdown, COVID, I don't want to bring glory and focus on any of that whatsoever. But the reality is we have to obey by certain laws and conditions that are posed upon us. And it's been an interesting 2 years. Last year, you had some that graduated. I remember talking to them, and they were like, I'm not sure if we're going to do second year. And yet I see they're here today. So I want to say well done to you and to everyone else that have committed, that have steadfast, no matter the circumstances, managed to push through and be here today to graduate. So I know you want to share something very short just on behalf of yourself and your school before we graduate them.
Thank you, Pastor Ron. Thank you for the opportunity. I would say my wife should share something, but it was a tough year. It was a tough year, 2 years, but we thank God. We thank God. I'm standing here today, and as I said Friday night at a banquet, I said that we should not stand here. We should not have graduates, but God has kept us and our ministry and everything together. Last thing I want to say, my wife said on Friday night, she said, we've been pressed, and the precious oil that came out of that was something to take note of in our own lives. We can look back at that and see the difference that God has made, and also, I believe, in the lives of the students. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor for myself and the team to be graduating today our first year School of Ministry Uitenhage. And so what we're going to do is in a moment, we're going to read their names. I'm going to ask individually as their names get read, if they don't mind coming onto stage. Pastor Darian, seeing it's your team, I'm going to ask that you grab the scroll, and then if you can hand the scroll to them and we'll congratulate them, and then they can walk off. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we are about to graduate School of Ministry Uitenhage first year.
Graduating first year Utenac School of Ministry, Leroy Chetty. Christopher Hendricks. Graduating cum laude, Tanita Martins. Graduating in absentia with cum laude, Lyle Mainkies. Alistair Plykies. Graduating cum laude, Emmanuel Prince. Martha Prince. In absentia, Leolyn Solomon. Amber Tana. Algernon Turon. Lajane Turon. Kaylin Voltaine. Ryan Walton. And in absentia, Bradley Williams. Graduating second year Utenac School of Ministry with a cum laude, Colleen Adams. Graduating with a cum laude, Dylan Cowie. In absentia, Debbie Francis. Ryan Krutz. Alta Massimila. Marvin Williams. And graduating cum laude, Pauline Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask at this stage, just with Utenake School of Ministry first year and second year, quickly stand so we can give them one big, massive celebration. And congratulations. Well done to each one of you.